Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the book of Iliad, the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. You still do not know that I am immortal, do you? Straining to catch me in your fury. Have you forgotten? There is a war to fight with the Trojans you stampeded. Look, they are packed inside their city walls. But you've slipped away out here. You cannot kill me. I can never die. It's not my fate. Enraged at that, Achilles shouted in mid-stride, You blocked my way. You distant, deadly archer, deadliest god of all. You made me swear away from the rampart there. Else what a mighty Trojan army had gnawed the dust before they could ever straggle through their gates. Now you robbed me of great glory, saved their lives with all your deathless ease. Nothing for you to fear, no punishment to come. Oh, I'd pay you back if I only had the power at my command. No more words. He dashed toward the city, heart racing for some great exploit, rushing on like a champion stallion, drawing a chariot full tilt, sweeping across the plain in easy, tearing strides, so Achilles hurtled on, driving legs and knees. The old king Priam was first to see him coming, surging over the plain, blazing like the star that rears at harvest, flaming up in its brilliance, far outshining the countless stars in the night sky. That star they call Orion's dog, writers of all but a fatal sign, emblazoned on the heavens. It brings such killing fever down on wretched man, so the bronze flared on his chest as on his wrist. And the old man moaned, flinging both hands high, beating his head and groaning deep, he called, begging his dear son who stood before the gates, unshakable, furious to fight Achilles to the death. The old man cried, pitifully, hands reaching out to him, Oh Hector, don't just stand there, don't, dear child, waiting that man's attack alone, cut off from friends. You'll meet your doom at once, beaten down by Achilles, so much stronger than you. That hard, headlong man, oh, if only the gods loved him as much as I do. Dogs and vultures would eat his fallen corpse at once. With what a load of misery lifted from my spirit. That man who robbed me of many sons, brave boys, cutting them down or selling them off as slaves, shipped to islands half the world away. Even now there are two, Lycaon and Polydorus. I cannot find them among the soldiers crowding Troy. Those sons of Lothiel bore me, Lothiel, queen of women, but if they are still alive in the enemy's camp, then we'll ransom them back with bronze and gold. We have bought inside the walls the rich jewelry old and famous artist presented with his daughter. But if they are dead already, gone to the horse of death, that what a grief to their mother's heart and mine. We give them life for the rest of Troy, though just a moment grief, unless you too are battered down by Achilles. Come back, inside the walls, my boy. Rescue the man of Troy and the Trojan women. Do not hand the great glory to Peleus' son. Bereft of your own sweet life yourself. Pity me too. Still in my sense, true, but a herald, broken man, marked out by doom, past the threshold of old age, and Father Zeus will waste me with the hideous fate, and after I have lived to look on so much horror. My sons laid low, my daughters dragged away, and the treasure chambers looted, helpless babies, hurled to the earth in the red barbarity of war. My sons' wives hurled off by the Argives' bloody hands, and I last of all, the dogs before my doors, will eat me raw once some enemy brings me down with his sharp bronze sword or spits me with the spear, wrenching the life out of my body. Yes, the very dog I bred in my own house to share my table, guard my gates. Mad, rabid at heart, they will lap their master's blood, and law before my doors. Ah, for a young man, all look fine and noble if he goes down in war, hacked to pieces under a slashing bronze blade. He lies there dead, but whatever death lays bare, all wounds are marks of glory. When a man, old man skill, and the dogs go at the grey head and the grey beard, the mutilate the gentles, and that is the cruelest thing in all our wretched lives. So the old man groans, and seizing his grey hair, tore it out by the roots, but he could not shake the fixed resolve of Hector. And his mother wailed now, standing beside Priam, weeping freely, losing her robes with one hand, holding out her bare breast with the other. Her words pouring forth in flight of grief and tears. Hector, my child, look, have some respect for this. Pity your mother too, if I ever give you the breast to soothe your troubles. Remember it now, dear boy. Beat back that savage man from safe inside the walls. Do not go forth, a champion pitted against him. Merciless, brutal man, if he kills you now, how can I ever mourn you on your deathbed? Dear branch in bloom, dear child I brought you to birth, neither I nor your wife, that warm, generous woman, nor far beyond our reach, now by the Argive ships, the rushing dogs will tear you, bolt your flesh. So they wept, the two of them crying out to their dear son, both pleading time and again, but they could not shake the fixed resolve of Hector. No, he waited at Achilles, coming on, gigantic in power, as a snake in the hills, guarding his holes, awaits a man bloated with poison. Deadly hatred seething inside him, glances flashing fire as he coiled round his lair. So Hector, nursing his quenchless fury, gave no ground, leaning his burnished shield against the jolting wall. But harried he probed his own brave heart. No way out. If I slip inside the gates and the wall, Polydamas will be first to heap disgrace on me. He was the one who urged me to lead our children back to Iliad, just like last night, this disastrous night. Achilles rose in arms like a god, but did I give way? Not at all, and how much better it would have been. Now, my arms ruined, thanks to my own reckless pride, I would die of shame to face the man of Troy, and the Trojan women trailing their long robes, someone less of a man than I will say. Our Hector, staking all on his own strength, he destroyed his army. So they will murder so now. Better by far for me to stand up to Achilles, kill him, come home alive, or die at his hand, in glory out before the walls. But wait, what if I put down my studded shield and heavy helmet, prop my spear on the rampart, and go forth just as I am to meet Achilles, noble Prince Achilles? I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.